The African biomineral balance is a therapeutical approach to pathology that addresses disease on two levels. One, an intracellular cleansing, an intracellular chelation. We have to clean the cells of what? Of the toxins that has been accumulated and brought the disease in the first place. We have to clean the toxins out. It's as simple as that. And second, we have to build the body back up with what? With energy that is natural from the natural plants. One of the main players is iron. It is impossible for you to get sick if your iron level is up to par. Everybody that's sick is anemic. And guess who was my first patient? It frightened the hell out of me. I'm washing dishes, see? It was a morning, a Monday morning, I'm washing dishes. And I have my little girl, Usha, on the counter. And a man came in front of my kitchen window. Young man? I said, yes, sir. I heard that you've been experimenting with herbs. He said, yes. Well, I'm blind. I'm blind for 10, 11 years. Could you help me? I said, I'll try. If you make me see, I give you $1 million. I gave the man the substance. When am I going to see? I said, about Friday. Now, why did I select Friday until this day? I don't know. But I was so sure of myself. But how could a boy that didn't go to school be so sure of himself? So, the man went home with the medicine. And the Wednesday, good morning, young man. I raised my right hand. You say you raise your right hand. I winked my left eye. You say you wink your left eye. I said the man is seeing. At that point of my journey, I couldn't explain that. I know it's a bunch of herbs that cleanse the man's body, but they were all alkali plants. My brothers and sisters, friends and everyone else, obedience to the laws of life is a thing that we have to go into it gradually. This isn't something that we're going to jump off into it immediately. Steps. But yes, prevent the starch. You begin a good journey. Prevent the uric acid, the carbonic acid, and the lactic acid. Free of those acids, those things that you're pursuing would immediately be given to you, just like they're given to me. So this evening, it's not about me. It's about us. Yes, sir. The boy that didn't go to school left Louisiana in 1964, and he's to meet a man that did something to his life that nobody on this planet has ever done for anyone, then and now. His name, Alfredo Cortez, a Mexican. You see, I had asthma, and I had diabetes. I was impotent. I was obese. I was angry. Very, very angry. Ronald Evans called me here in Los Angeles and said, hey, I met a Mexican that healed everything. I said, you're crazy. He said, yeah? You better think again. And I went to Mexico, and I met the man. The man looked at me and asked, where are you from? I said, I'm from Honduras. He said, man, I can't help you. I said, why? Because black people doesn't come from Honduras. That's Maya, that's Paya, that's Lenca. Where you from? I said, oh, I'm from Africa. He said, now we could talk. Now we could talk. As an African, you have a beginning. Not as a Negro, not as an Afro-American. You have no beginning but slavery. But as an African, your beginning is before slavery. Yes, sir. But a Mexican is so grounded that he took your brother, Sebi, and healed him. And now, that Mexican prepared me for you. Yes, sir. You see? You see the connection? Suppose the Mexican was prejudiced. It wouldn't have happened, right? No. It's about love. That's what we come into. Because, see, I worked with a young man named Pablo Medina. Pablo Medina is a Mexican. He belongs to a tribe known as the Huichol. These people are very humble. They're very humble. They're beautiful people. I was going through Mexico, and I encountered an herbalist that was bare feet. Oh my God, I got slippers on, and I don't like to talk with not even slippers. This man is bare feet, selling herbs. That's a Mexican for you. Humble this man were. That is the thing that we have to bring out of each other. You understand? It is necessary. That's the love that we need to generate. We need love. Like Mrs. Lily Watkins said, I need you. I'm not better than you. I'm not wiser than you. Everything I know, I got it from you. But we, the black race, we had to believe what the European says. The European says it's virus. So we have to agree with him. Because our scholars, they were engaging in metaphysics, they engaged in history, they engaged in politics, they engaged in a whole bunch of science that doesn't really connect the dots and help us now. All that study was for now, because right now we're sick. And we need something to come and help us. And yet they continue to say that there is no cure. You know who is to be blamed for that? Not the white man that's saying it. We. Because your brother Sebi is doing that. Don't support me. You will support the entity, because I'm supporting the entity. You're not supporting me when you support it. We need to do that. It is ours. It's beautiful because it removes stress. It takes away the pain. You know, it's a beautiful thing. You're going to be the recipient now of some new medicine that Pablo put together. And they were, these three sisters from Houston, they were lucky. Because when we poured it in the cup to give them, they didn't know that we had chest compounded that day, Friday. They didn't know that. I drink it with Mel, and me and Mel talked to them from 11 o'clock till about 3 or 4. We continued to talk until 11 o'clock that night. And I know you all didn't go to sleep. Couldn't. So yes, you're going to get the best compound I've ever made in my life. So it's about love, like Miss Lily Watkins said. It's about love, okay? And that love starts with you. And I remember when I wasn't in love with me, because I was so sick. I used to cry every day. Right here in Los Angeles, I used to go home and cry. Cry way in the hours of the night. Go to sleep crying. Now, the nigga's happy.